Hello folks, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing some repairs on the Paradise Honey bee boxes. I've got a couple of these that have had some damage done to them, and we've been already working on them a little bit. I'm going to go through step by step what I've done to them so far, and then we're going to finish them up today. So if you are interested in polystyrene boxes, you might want to stick around and see what I'm doing here and how to repair them if you get some damage. So I've been using these polystyrene boxes for a few years now, and there's really only two problems I have with them. I really like them overall, but there is two problems. One is ant damage, and that's what we have here. They have just absolutely riddled this bottom board, and we're talking about the little tiny ants. They get in between there and they start burrowing, and then they just absolutely catacomb this thing full. So I got this one pulled off, cleaned up, and we're getting ready to do some damage repair on this one. Now on this box over here, let's see if we can get the sunshine on it. I don't know if we can. There we go. There's quite a bit of damage here. This box, I actually had 10 frames of drawn comb in it. It was empty, did not have any bees in it, and I was carrying it across the field, and I stumbled and I dropped it. It literally hit right on one of the corners down here, and because of the internal damage done in this joint from the ants, this thing just busted apart in 4 pieces. So what I did was I used 2-part epoxy, glued it back together, then I ran some really long 4-inch screws back through all the joints. It's just as sturdy as it was before with the 2-part epoxy. The screws just kind of add a little bit of rigidity to it. So today we're going to go in here and we're going to fill all of this destroyed area from the ants. So I went through and I scraped everything out real good. I washed them. They're ready to go. They've been dry. They've been out here in the sunshine. Made sure all of the holes were dried out really good. Make sure that's mixed up really well inside the can ahead of time, and we're just going to use a paint stick. Get some out here. I'm going to kind of guess how much I need. I'd rather mix too much than not enough, but we'll be mixing it several times, looks like. Put some cream hardener on it, and make sure you mix it thoroughly. You want to mix it until you get an even color, no streaking. Okay, let's see how this is going to work. I think the camera can see what I'm doing there. Make sure you work it in, back and forth, work it down in there. It will bond with all that roughness. So once you get it catalyzed, you need to work pretty quick. Get it mixed thoroughly, make sure there's no color variation, get it on there. Now this bottom board has a raised lip that drops up into these recesses. So to reconstruct it, I'm going to try to get it filled, put some wax paper over it real quick, drop this box on it, force it down on there to kind of mold it. We're going to try and see if it works. Hopefully the wax paper will allow it to release again. It should. So we're going to give it a try, see what happens. Make sure you force it down in all the holes real good so it bonds, has mechanical bonding to it. quick. It's about as much time as I want to give it. Okay, get the box on there, get it wiggled into place, push it down. Let it set up for a few minutes. Might have to do it a couple times. That should help remold that raised area there. So we gave it a few minutes. Let's pull it apart and see what it looks like. Actually did pretty good. A little bit of trimming right along here and here, and a couple little minor fill-ins. That works pretty good. So we'll get this trimmed up, fill in a few more holes here. It'll be ready for a really good heavy coat of paint. Okay, this bottom board's been repaired. That raised rail area that the box sits on has been repaired. And then the box has also been filled where that massive hole was. So the next step is to put about 3 heavy coats of an exterior grade latex on it. And then these could be put back into service. Okay, repair completed and painted. Same with the bottom board here. Repaired and painted, and both of them are ready to put back into service now.